I never understood why people get starter locks and genuinely think their hair is gonna look like the Amazon rainforest within 3 business days. It's like nowadays you can't help but notice that majority of the people you see every day is always trying to force something. This world has trained you to hyperfixate over the things you don't have versus the things you do have. You aren't valued by the things you have accomplished. People value you by the things you haven't accomplished. And we seek instant gratification to protect us from being looked at in that way. We got so much people in this world focusing so much on having shit instead of actually being shit. Going to lengths of having something just for the sake of saying you're having it to everybody else around. If you really wanted it for yourself, you wait however long it takes to get what you so desperately desire. With anything worth lasting in this world, it takes time. You don't have to force anything. It'll come to you if you deserve it. We seek instant gratification because we want control. We want a definite answer ASAP. Results right away to cope with our own uncertainty. But it don't work like that in the real world. Sometimes you have to walk into the unknown and trust that things will turn out even though it doesn't look so fine in the moment. Niggas be going their whole life getting treated like the stray fries at the bottom of a McDonald's bag, walking around with this little ass Brandon Rush taper. Every single day they wake up scrolling on TikTok and Instagram, looking at dreadhead edits, reading the comments of every single female, wondering why they can't be lusted after in the same way. Every single day they idolize somebody with locks for doing something cool online. And they automatically think they're a loser because they look nothing like them and work at Lon John Silver's as a 3rd string cashier. We all know that one nigga that has never had a nap in his hair not once in his life, but one day randomly spawns with these itty bitty starters of hopes and abundance. Niggas grow starter locks and start checking their hair progress every single second like they playing Five Nights at Freddy's checking cams and shit. Be genuinely upset when their locks ain't touching the crease above their ass crack after just 3 days of starting them out. Niggas must think they got bone meal or some shit. You be so convinced that your locks haven't grown in 5 months, forgetting the fact that it's only been 5 days. That's when people start trying to cheat the game, putting rubber bands in their shit so they can get an extra inch or two. Losing sleep because you've been doom scrolling on Amazon looking for fast hair growth oils. Listen, bruh, none of them oils will do you justice. You fuck around with Amazon if you want to. Half your starter locks gonna end up falling out of your head, laid out all across your bed, along with the Cheeto and Dorito crumbs you never bothered to clean up from the other night. I know you niggas with starter locks probably think you beneath somebody because you walk around with 80 niggas that probably look like Jay Crowder and Chief Keef, Saw baby and shit. And to be honest, they might go out their way to make you feel this way. They go try to belittle you because you ain't in your final form. And ain't nobody trying to get flamed all day. So I understand why you want to rush the process so bad. But I'm telling you right now, there's no hack to growing out your locks fast, bro. The fastest way to grow your locks is just to stop caring about the growth of your locks. The more you hyperfixate on it, the more you delay the process. And as I said earlier, that's life. That's life. The more you worry about where you going, the harder you're gonna make it on yourself. Just because you don't have complete certainty over your journey doesn't mean what you want won't happen. Sometimes you gotta accept the unknown and they'll fuck around and give you 10 times more than what you originally asked for. Just because your little dread ass, Nick Cannon face ass don't see results right away doesn't mean you won't see results when it's all said and done. I know y'all wanna be all pretty and shit with your long locks. I know y'all wanna have them all dangling in your face, looking like you finna murder a nigga. I understand you crave results right now, but just relax, bro. It'll come to you, bro. You just might as well just embrace the way you look now. And it's easy to give all this advice when you already have long locks. I'm telling you right now, I sincerely mean all of this. I'm not like them niggas who fake like they got sympathy for other people, like they understand on some fake humble shit. These niggas don't believe in themselves deep down. They only try to fake like they care so you can give them validation back that they don't have within themselves. Pussy niggas, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm gonna bring out the best of you regardless. So listen to me when I say, who cares what you look like? Embrace that shit. If I were to cut off my locks right now and restart and get starter locks, the first thing I would do is just go to the mall, buy a pair of Black Forces with the side of FN57. That's all. Black Forces, FN57. That's my battle pass. No shampoo, no conditioner. Wouldn't even bother to buy a bonnet, to be honest. Black Forces, FN57. Black Forces, FN57. Because my thing is, niggas want to joke for somebody having micro locks. Yeah, niggas think shit's so funny. Okay, niggas want to joke, whatever. I got thick skin. I've been conditioned to be blind to disrespect my whole life. So I can take a joke. But when I get to joking back, you better not get to shaking in your boots. And I ain't no hood nigga. But I ain't no bitch nigga either. And y'all think I'm joking when I say turn into a menace when you get starter locks. I'm being dead ass, cause since your dread's little, you seen as a target. They not gonna get on each other, they all go get on you. And that's fine. All I'm telling you is at a certain point, you gotta show a nigga who really on top. You the king, these niggas is peasants. Make their ass massage your feet. Say, feed me grapes, nigga. Same niggas hating on your starter locks gonna be the same niggas pillow talking to that girl a year later when you finally look tough. Acting like you ain't really got it, knowing damn well you really got it. You can't stop no girl from looking at what she wanna look at. Some of you niggas gonna learn that the hard way. Y'all be thinking y'all so convincing with all that pillow talk. Whole time she not even listening to a word you say. She just thinking of a better way to hide it from your ass. My thing is, them same girls glazing your locks was the same ones looking you up and down like you was a bacteria or some shit a year ago when your locks was invaded. Worst thing is that they don't even reject your ass. They just go sign you to their roster on a veteran's minimum as they homeboy or some shit. And your delusional ass go for it because you desperate. and got nothing else to do. Niggas start feeling themselves at 3 a.m. cause y'all texting back and forth just for her to hit you with the side nigga text of doom. She start talking about her boyfriend that you never knew about, and you can't do shit about it, but still give her emotional support. Can't even respect yourself and ghost her because you done put all your heart and soul into somebody that could give a shit. You're not even a side nigga. You're not even coming off the bench. You one of them niggas that the coach put in with 3 seconds left in the game. And that's cool. All I'm saying is when your locks grow long and pretty, do not let her come back into your life. Do not let her resign you, bro. Respect yourself. You don't need nobody who only wants you when you turn into LeBron. You want somebody who's gonna love you when you a Shabazz Napier. Respect yourself. She want a nigga who look like Brent Fayez but can't even spell Fayez. She want a nigga with cash but be the superintendent for DoorDash. She want a nigga with respect yourself. The most basic girls of all time will have the nerve to tell you nobody will ever love you because of the way you look. Forgetting the fact that there's millions of them out there and one of you. When it comes to maintaining starter locks, the number one thing people get confused by is not knowing of whether they should wash it or not. There's locticians out there that will advise you to wash them often, and then there's some that will dramatically tell you not to wash them, like you finna summon some urban legend if you actually do wash them. You ask them why not, and they just tell you some weak ass consequence that could be easily avoided. But you take her word for it because you never plan on washing your shit anyway. And I'm real enough to admit that I was one of those people. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. When my hair was in starter locks, I don't think I washed my hair for a cool 2 months, but you just gotta hear me out though. I'm a tender-headed guy. You can try to sew a string between one strand of hair, and it's gonna feel like somebody's just trying to pull out my frontal lobe straight out of my head. Not to mention that when I was getting my starter locks, I was sitting in the chair for like 12 hours, decomposing in the seat and shit. Butt bones getting ready to pierce right out my ass cheeks and through the seat. And y'all know when you sit in the seat for too long and your butt starts sweating, your butt get all soggy and shit. All those things combined with the fact that I just hate sitting in one place anyway. I couldn't go through that again. I'd rather go to hell. With that said, I was just super afraid of messing up my starter locks, so I just didn't wash them. You know, I was going through torture. You know, I was just afraid of making mistakes. People said washing them or getting them wet was gonna mess it up, and I didn't want to take no chances. And don't get this shit twisted. I don't gotta explain nothing to none of y'all. I'm only explaining it because I know a lot of y'all are the same way, right? The difference between me and some of you is that I didn't wash my hair because I feared messing them up and going through that same pain again. You ain't washed your hair because you just a flat out dirtbag. My hair was dirty, but my ass cracking armpits was still squeaky clean though. You niggas be having ripped up toilet tissue stuck between your cheeks and will still go on with your day as if nothing is wrong. Be the same niggas coming up to me in real life acting like we gang because we shared a couple of laughs. Don't talk to me. We aren't the same. I take care of myself. If your breath was a person, it'd be Darth Vader. Be the same niggas that be trying so hard to convince the world that they a star, can't even light up a closet. They be looking down on everybody else like they the MVP or some shit. You stand by me, you ain't nothing but a water boy, nigga. And there was plenty of water boys in my life. How about y'all go fix all the real niggas some water? How about y'all do that? Since y'all want validation so bad, go fetch us some water, nigga. Niggas finally lock their hair up by getting starter locks, and all of a sudden your peers trying to belittle your intelligence because of the way you look. They think a clean cut and nice clothes automatically make them successful. To all the people with starter locks, just cause they ignore you when you come around, don't mean your presence ain't felt. You gonna be successful whether you got starter locks or not. Niggas be taking the fact that they book smart to the grave. Okay, pussy nigga, what's a book to the nigga who wrote it? Plus, if you so educated but don't got the character to go with it, you ain't intelligent to me. Well, at least I'm gonna have a job when I'm older. Some textbooks ain't finna change the fact that you a bitch. If I wanted some bitches around me, I go to a strip club. That's why I had to change my number. Phone full of bitches that I don't need. And I'm a loyal man. To all my viewers, y'all gotta stop letting people disrespect y'all. My whole life I was scared to call somebody out to keep peace, acting like they was go do something. These niggas ain't finna do nothing but listen to a Drake diss track acting like they wrote it and plan their next repost on TikTok. These niggas ain't finna do nothing but run to their boyfriends for emotional support. These niggas ain't finna do nothing but rage in their room like they finna stand on something, then dap you up the next day with a smile on their face like the good boy they are. These niggas ain't finna do nothing but pillow talk to their girl hoping they don't leave them for a real nigga. Only reason she don't because she having doubts if a real one even exists. These niggas ain't finna do nothing but get on their hands and knees and start begging for forgiveness. Better start talking to God while you down there.